Hello. Growth retardant on shop-bought potatoes. Let's put that old wives' tale to bed. Here in the UK, what we mean when we talk about an old wives' tale is a widely held traditional belief that is now thought to be unscientific or incorrect. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you some shop-bought potatoes that I set aside some 2-3 months ago. They've been stored in paper bags in the salad drawer of my fridge. I've just brought them out today, and I want to show you why I don't think that anybody sprays growth retardant on shop-bought potatoes, certainly not in the UK. And the reason I'm raising this now as a subject is because over the years that I've grown these shop-bought potatoes, every year there are 2 or 3 comments come in about growth retardant, and I've got to say this, they're usually from the US. So perhaps they do spray growth retardant in the US, but I would ask this question: who does it? When do they do it? Where do they do it? And why do they do it? If you've got the answer to those questions, if you're a US gardener, you've got the answer to those questions, come back to us. Right, let me show you these potatoes. Okay, this is a potato called Saxon. As you can see, Saxon is throwing out chits, despite the fact that he's been in the cold and the dark for at least 3 months. Saxon wants to grow shop-bought potato. Shop-bought potato marries Piper. Shop-bought potato Desiree. You may struggle to see these, I don't know how good the light is in here, but all these 3 potatoes have started to throw up small chits. Another shop-bought potato. And last one on this tray, Charlotte, the second earlier, lovely salad potato. Charlotte is covered in small chits. So, no growth retardant on these potatoes, would you agree? 4 out of 4, 100%. No growth retardant for different varieties of shop-bought potato. Let me put this to one side and bring another 4 in. Okay, this is a potato called Jameson. Jameson chitting up nicely. I think we've all heard of this potato. This is a potato called Rooster. Excellent chipper. Rooster's chitting up nicely. Now, one thing I will say before I get round this tray, and I'm going to get to Sarpo Mira in a minute. And Sarpo Mira has been stored in exactly the same conditions as these shop-bought potatoes. But the Sarpo Mira you're going to see are potatoes that I set aside last year. I've been growing from the same stock now from about 4 or 5 years and just setting them aside. But we'll bring Sarpo Mira on in a minute. But one thing I would say about these, I've just brought them out now, they're in the light now, so those chits will start to turn a bit more greenish, they'll get a bit more colour in them. But we're still a way off wanting to plant these things because it still is frosty outdoors. But you may want to get a fast start. Now there is a way of doing that, and I'm going to show you that way at the end of this video. If you want to get a fast start, I'm going to put some links on this table that will show you how you can plant these potatoes right now irrespective of the fact that it's frosty outside, that there's snow outside. If you want to start growing potatoes now, if you want to get a fast start, go to the links at the end of this video. And one other thing I will warn you about, if you don't get these out into the light, what you're going to do is you're going to get chits that are 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches long, and they look like that lady who has snakes growing out of her head. What do they call them, Ollie? Oh, I can't remember. No, between us we can't just recall what her name is. The lady that has snakes growing out of her head. If I think about her name, before I finish this video, I'll tell you what to call her. Yeah, and this is what a fast start potato would look like. Okay, now you don't have to do that, just plant them in the conventional way, but if you're wanting to grow some potatoes right now, start them off, there's a way of doing that. The links will be on the table when I get finished. Right, where were we? We've just done rooster. This is Elfie. It's a potato I've never grown before. Shop bought, chitting up really well. And the last one, this is a potato called Lily. And Lily's a potato that I've never grown before. So some new varieties for me this year. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put these to one side and bring on the Sarpo Mira. Okay, these are the Sarpo Mira, and the reason I'm including these in this video today is to show you that Sarpo Mira takes forever to throw out chits, and I'm only doing this because I know there are growers out there that grow these, and you may be growing them for the first time, and you maybe think there's an issue with Sarpo Mira, but there isn't. These potatoes have been in the fridge as long as these potatoes, but no chits. Okay, that's because Sarpo Mira tends to take quite a while to chit, but hey, once it gets going, don't be surprised if you finish up with a potato plant that's 4 foot tall. Okay, so I hope I've set your mind at rest with respect to Sarpo Mira. I hope I've set your mind at rest with respect to store-bought potatoes being sprayed with a growth inhibitor. Okay, now we'll move this out the way now. I'll give you those links, and if you want to see how you could be growing potatoes right now, you need to click on those links. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.